right here on BBC Radio Manchester. But first of all, imagine that you've been told that you have a brain tumour, and the stark reality is that you only have weeks to live. Well, that's what happened to Kana Gregory. He's from Radcliffe, and he was only 5 years old when it happened to him the first time. In fact, it's happened to him 3 times in his life. And Cavens, who's 26, has now currently gone through radiotherapy and chemotherapy to be treated for his 3rd brain tumour. This one was cancerous. The first 2 were benign. And he's with you now. Caven, good morning.
Hi, how you doing?
For a man of 26, this is quite a roller coaster you've been on since the age of 5 for the last 21 years.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
How are you now?
I feel okay. Everything is going all right. I'll have the test results back to see if I'm clear or not. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
Right, okay. So what happened the first time then? Do you remember much about it when you were 5?
No, the first brain tumour erased all my memory from when I was 5, before I was 5. So I had to learn to walk again and talk and everything.
Absolutely everything went?
Yeah.
That's got to have been tough, not just for you, but for your parents.
Yeah, my
in fact,
mum
if anything, tougher for your parents at 5.
Yeah, I can't imagine what she went through. She had to watch the diagnosis and everything. It was horrible.
Hear about the diagnosis and watch you regress.
Yeah.
And then help you back through it.
I mean, the first one, I was given 2 weeks to live.
Right.
Then they did this operation that only ever been done on sheep before.
It had only been done on sheep before?
Yeah, it was an experimental operation. So
your mother and your father must have been they must have been incredibly desperate, because, that must have been their only option.
Yeah, well, it's just my mum, so
right.
They're around at the time. And, yeah, I can't imagine what it was like for her.
So your mum had to go through all of this on her own?
Yeah.
That's a tough call, isn't it?
Yep.
So you recover from the first brain tumour, you have the operation that's only ever been done on sheep before, and you make it through. And then what happens when you get the second one?
The second one was roughly around 2 years ago, and I was scared to tell my mum. I was really nervous because I didn't want to put it through that again. And
what were your symptoms? How did you know something was wrong?
I was having headaches, really bad headaches, for about a month, and I just thought nothing's wrong, it'll go away on its own. And then I couldn't lift my head up. My chin was permanently on my chest. So I went to the hospital, and this was in Nashville, and they did scans and MRI scans and CT scans, and I saw a neurosurgeon and told me it was a tumour.
Right. So you're in Nashville because you were dancing?
I was in Nashville because of songwriting and music.
Right.
I danced before that.
Right. So you're over there building a career.
Yeah.
But of course, the second brain tumour put a hold on that, so you had to come home.
Yep.
Right. So you come home and you get treated for that.
Yeah.
And did they give you any sort of prognosis? I mean, the first time they tell you got 2 weeks, or tell your mum you've got 2 weeks.
Yeah. This time, the second time, it wasn't as fully developed as the first time. So with treatment.
What sort of treatment did you have for the second one?
It was a surgery. I've had it cut out, and I've got a scar in the shape of a T on the back of my head, which has been cut open 3 times, the same place.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you got hair back there? Or?
I've got the radiotherapy gave me kind of reverse mohawk going on. I've got hair around the outside, but no hair down the middle.
Like a well-known path, right over the top.
Yeah.
Crikey. So you go through the second time, and you must have thought, that's pretty unlucky.
Yeah.
Pretty unlucky. And then the third time? The
third time, I went, after the operation, I thought as well, I went back to Nashville. And I was having MRIs every 6 months. And I sent back to my neurosurgeon over here, and I was phoned up and told that it'd grown back again.
This time, malignant?
Yeah, they said it was a possibility, but they wouldn't know until they operated and did a biopsy on it. But when they did, they found out it was cancerous.
Right, okay. So what's the prognosis? I mean, do they think you'll do well with the treatment?
My oncologist at Christie's thinks that the cancer will go away, but my neurosurgeon thinks that the brain tumours will come back.
Right, so you might have to go through this again.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
To be honest, if it happens again, I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it?
No.
If it happens again,
It's takes so much time, and it's really hard.
Really? So if it happened again, you wouldn't opt for treatment?
It depends when it happens, but I mean, I hope it doesn't happen again. But
yeah, all fingers crossed.
yeah,
Absolutely, it won't.
No, I don't particularly want to go through this again.
Really, is it hard? Is it hard going through the treatment?
Yeah, really difficult.
What's the hardest part of it?
Just the time it takes. I mean, I was 24 when I was when they told me about this, and it's taken 2 years, so it's a long time. And in your mid-20s, 2 years is a lot. A long time.
Yeah, it is a long time. It is a long time, and it's a lot to go through, isn't it? It really is. What about the career? I mean, you went to Nashville singing, songwriting. You were a dancer before that.
Yeah.
Is that all on hold for the minute?
It's all on hold, but while I'm over here, I've been still writing songs, and a friend of mine has a studio, so I've been cutting some songs.
And of course, this illness has caused you to lose a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah, I had a life in Nashville, a car, an apartment, everything, and fortunately it's all gone now.
It's all gone. But your friends are getting round and rallying for you, aren't they? Because they're having a benefit for you.
Yeah, they already have done, as not last weekend, but the weekend before.
And planning another?
I'm planning one for Christie's, Native Christie's.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did the benefit for you go?
It was amazing. It was full. It was like, oh, it's just so many people. So nice to see so many people come out.
Great to know people love you.
Support me. Yeah, it was brilliant to see. It was so good. I got to meet people I haven't seen in years, and they all care when something happens. And you know who your friends are when something like this happens. People stick with you.
People do care.
Yeah.
And they are genuinely good, aren't they? I believe that. I believe that people are genuinely very good and very caring, and at their core, you know, very generous. How's your mum holding up?
My mum is amazing. She's been a rock.
Aren't they?
Yeah, she's done absolutely everything for me. So it's I imagine it's got to be so hard for her, but
But you're her boy, doesn't matter how big you get, you're a boy and she loves you. And that's the way it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming and telling us your story, Cavan. It's been great talking to you. I hope everything goes really well.
Thank you.
Very well for you. Cavan Gregory there telling you his story here on BBC Radio Manchester.